Let's just talk about what the EU really wants to do with the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab, who's that really spooky, scary guy, by the way, got in huge trouble for misappropriating funds. Again, surprise, surprise, the guy who looks like Darth Vader literally in real life has misappropriated funds from his organization. There's literally a group of people out there who want to have a one world government. And you have to understand this. They want to basically remake the world where you're a global citizen. There's no difference between countries. You have a world with no borders. People just go wherever they want. There's no borders, no checks and balances. And what does that ultimately do? It leads to consolidation at the top. So, of course, within a one world government, a place where you just have a global government, and you can do a corporate minimum tax, now you've created an environment where there's absolutely no competition. That's terrible for progress. That's terrible for innovation. That's horrible for entrepreneurship. That's a horrible, horrible environment if you want to make life better. And I would argue it's been capitalism for the past 200, 300 years that's lifted people out of poverty like nothing else we've ever seen. Every time communism's been tried, absolute disaster failure, millions of people die. Every time socialism has been tried, ultimately millions of people die, and it's awful and it's failed. So capitalism is the bedrock of lifting people out of poverty. If you look at the standard of living of even the lowest class in the U.S. today, they still have a better standard of living than even the richest people used to live back in the 1500s. And so if you're not amazed by that, if you're not astonished by that, you should be, because you don't have the perspective of history and you need to read more. And I would argue that the U.S. and our entrepreneurs have done more for poverty alleviation than any other place on earth, any other country on earth.